I will also say there's absolutely no need to make it so that the side screen, there's no need to make the things that I'm sharing be the main screen. Just make it a side screen. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
that way, the photos, the pictures I'm showing off to the side is just so that you can get a sense of where we are and how the topic, or not really the topic, but the setting is being played out. Obviously, you know exactly where we're beginning the session on with that photo alone. Not just Bree, but the Prancy Pony. If you know anything about the first movie / book of Lord of the Rings, you know exactly what the Prancy Pony is.
Bar.
It's the classic tavern.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I'm eating dinner while doing this, so this makes it funny for a camera.
Yep. Let me think. There was one that... Yeah, there we go.
Is it too loud at all?
Oh, no, that's good.
No,
Okay, I need to get in the mood.
I feel like there's a Lord of the Rings scene that needs to happen. Yeah.
In the land that once was Andor. Where the Dungeon are in the north. You get the hobbits over in the west, the elves in the east, the humans in the south. There is a city that connects all of these regions, the city of Bree. It's raining. The mood is showing us that a new beginning is about to occur. It's been centuries since the last time a big event happened. A group of dwarves showed up in this city to start on a mission to claim what was rightfully theirs in the Lonely Mountains. It's been a long time since something has happened in Bree. There's a saying in Bree that when something is happening, it all happens at once. There's gonna be a journey that's gonna happen. It's just around the corner. In fact, a great wizard is on his way to a little shire filled with hobbits. But before he is to show up, before he is to bring his many works of fire to said land, he stops by Bree. With the rain on his cloak, he goes up to the door and opens it up. The bartender sees him. Hi, Gandalf. Thank you for coming. Gandalf answers, Mr. Butterbeer, how you doing? Well, not much business. The dinner down aren't with us. They have been with us very much. Strider. Obviously, it's been a little bit lively. Music is still going. Got a couple of new folks here. Do you know anything about it? In fact, I do. You got a side room that I can go into. It's all yours. Okay. Ah, it's a nice day to try off my cloak. Pretty sure that I got a couple of friends here in this room who may want to have a chat with me in this side room where there will be free beer. Okay, good ale. As we sit by a fireplace to discuss a couple of things. Gandalf then walks into a side room led by Mr. Butterbeer. That's his name, not Butterbeer. And to the members who knew exactly what he was saying and was referring to, follow. We begin this session in a little room, a cozy room, a room that is filled with stony floor and wooden ceiling beams, the smell of nice fragrance from the fire pits next to you, and you get good old ale. Place on a coffee table. We begin the session with Gandalf standing near the fireplace.
I'm taking notes for us.
Hey,
Resident note taker.
Brilliant.
The DM knows. Alright. Stocky dwarf of... Oh, I forgot how tall I am. Hang on.
Might as well introduce yourselves.
Yes. A 3'4" dwarf with weird, like, Christmassy green and red eyes. They're only red because they're bloodshot. Stands up. He has gray and brown hair, mostly brown, just with a tinge of gray, with a full Eastern Orthodox beard. Tan skin from being in the sun too long. You can see that this stocky dwarf is from the mountains. Ah, Gandalf! I'm good to see you. I'm happy to see you. I brought me friend. And I point to my buddy, my old buddy, old pal, who's been with me for years of my life. We met him. I say, my name's Gary. Here's me friend, Gary. Speak up, Gary.
Yes.
He wants to hear from you.
You're gonna make me die.
Hang on a second. He's had to wait. He smoked a little too much longbottom leaf on the way here. He's got a bit of the cough. I told him to stop it. He doesn't quite have the constitution for this.
my
Are
character
you
behind
quit the
him
rabbit and I'm
is like kind of at Gary on the
Gary. That's my name. Gary Jefferson, a pleasure to meet you.
Aye, and so is me name, Gary Jefferson. Jefferson with a J.
You dwarfs. You love to gerrymander around, I think.
I come from the lonely mountain. It was quite a walk to get here. What was the purpose for summoning me here?
No, I'll get to that, but there's a third member in this party that, please, introduce yourself.
Hello, Gandalf. Hail, Gandalf. I am Felden of the Northern Rangers. I believe I was recommended by Strider.
Yeah, it's quite odd that he's not here. I was hoping
Yes,
to meet him.
He's on his way. He was slightly delayed.
Well, thanks for the news. Maybe I'll see him soon. Okay, so, why did I gather you here? I got a
That's what we're
mission
waiting
for
to
you
hear.
guys. Ah, yes. You dwarves like to get straight to the point. I got a mission for you. I got a dear friend I haven't seen for a while, nor have I heard from one. I'm slightly concerned about him. I know that you three folk are highly talented and capable, and be able to accomplish this task. And let me tell you, this would be a very, very important task. You will be assisting the Grey Wizard myself, although I won't be involved. You will be assisting me in finding a fellow brother of mine, a Brown Wizard, Radagast. Apparently Radagast has gone missing. I have not heard any word from him. I have no clue what's happening to him. It's been years since I got wind of him. He hasn't been sending his usual pigeons over to my neck of the woods to bring me news of, the Woodman and obviously the troubles between Mr. Squirrel and Mr. Fuzzy.
This
I
Radagast
have
sounds
missed.
like quite a fellow.
Oh, he is definitely quite the fellow. He is deeply important when it comes to nature. But that's a mute point. The thing is, I have grown quite accustomed to his incredibly inspiring and yet nonchalant letters that are off the walls, but I have missed them. And I've been sending messengers, giant eagles, to him, and no response. So I'm concerned. I was wondering if you could go to his little hole, find out what's happening.
Out of character. Out of character. I find that hilarious that the implication is that is that Gandalf is like writing a letter and tying it to a giant eagle.
Gary with a J, Gary Jefferson with a J, is curious if, first of all, this new ranger guy, he wants to know if he is elfin or man, and then he also wants to know where Radagast lives.
Good thing that you ask. Gandalf pulls out 3 maps, heavily 4 maps, one for himself, and hands 3 to each of you. It's like, wait a second. Pulls out a 5th map and hands it over. It's like, there's going to be a 4th person adding to your party, but apparently he isn't here. Hopefully he joins you guys eventually.
Starting off with only a man down. Great odds.
Gary, can you please translate for me?
I'm sorry. I was a wee bit distracted. I don't even know what my friend said.
us dwarves can't understand each other.
Dwarves can't be expected to understand one another.
He's a man dwarf. He wouldn't even understand to begin with.
So he pulls out the maps. And zooming in on the map, he puts his finger down next to Mirkwood. It's like just along the edge of the Mirkwood is where the home of Radagast is located. Just north of the ruins of what's it called?
Dol Guldur?
Dol Guldur. Just north of that ruins in the south.
North
This
of
is where I
Dungledor?
want you to go. North of Dungledor. This is where Radagast lives. I need you to go to this exact location.
It's changing every time.
Ducky door.
And you are located right at that crossroads. That's where you guys are at. That is where I want you to go.
Okay.
And now that you know the mission, I'm curious to see your plans and how you plan on accomplishing this mission.
I can guide us safely to the
What?
plane. I have lived most of my life riding across plains in search of various missions, usually to seek out and destroy roving bands of orcs and marauders and whatnot. I've never been across the Misty Mountains, though.
Turn the music down a bit so that way we can hear Eli
Is it loud?
and Levy.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
Eli and Levy are being overpowered by music.
Sorry about that. It's hard to tell sometimes.
It's
There
alright.
you go. Is that better?
Maybe a little bit
More?
more.
So you might be able to get us through the plains, but have you thought about going through the mountains?
Well, we would have to go through the mountains either way. Those are not my specialty.
Over or through is not. I mean, I'm sure I can find a passage. This is getting close.
Yes, there is an ancient dwarven city within the mountains. They're not.
A recollection, yes. as my drunkenness just slowly makes my accent get off kilter.
You drank too much now. You're American.
There we go. Oh, good door.
Doggy door.
Okay.
Tell me, Gary, what do you think that we should do about Little Journey?
Oh, I'm all for it. I love the prospect of smashing orcs or goblins or even spiders.
Speaking of
Very well, then.
spiders.
May I propose that we head south from Bree along the Greenway? We can stop. Stop. Wait, is that a town on the river?
I don't like it when that happens. Stop it.
Yeah. You need to open the map in a different tab.
No.
Open the map in a different tab.
Okay. Open map and different tab.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can't really read it that well.
Neither.
Is that a town though?
It is a town.
Okay. We'll stop it.
It's not
I
letting
don't
him move
understand.
it. So right click on the image real quick, and then open the image in a new tab. And it will just
did
open
this tab.
the image. Okay. Yep. There you go.
But
That
I
should
can't.
work
Okay. Tharbad.
Oh.
Our bad. Is that?
Bed.
Can I roll a history check to recall what I know of this place?
Yes.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
Nice, because I know nothing about Tharbad. I'll make something up. Tharbad, a city close to the river with an old bridge that is next to it. Tharbad is a collection of humans, not so much related to either Andor or Rohan or whatnot. They are their own people, and they keep tabs on the old bridge, and sometimes you may get the occasional bandits who may pose you some problems on the bridge, but other than the occasional ruffian, it's not that bad so long as you can hold your liquor.
Okay.
I have shown my mastery
We will
skills at
stop
doing
here.
that.
We will stop at Tharbad and then proceed along the river towards is this like
Isildur.
actually the map?
This is the real map. I'm gonna see if I can once again try to
But
move
like,
this.
is this like one for one the map that Gandalf is showing us, or does it lack certain details? Like would we?
It's a 1-for-1.
Okay.
There we go. So the mountain pass right there. Are you gonna go north to Khazad-dûm, or do you plan on going south to go through the city? To go through that pass right there. I had no clue how that's pronounced. Ost-en-Edil.
Ostenedil.
Yes, the dwarf will actually know how to properly pronounce the name.
Yeah. And thus I shall leave it to them.
Well, I am fond of a mountain pass. I come from the mountains. I know
Now
the
that I
area.
think about it, Gary, do you think we left a few gold coins around there?
I suppose we did.
Then that's where we go.
I second this idea.
That will take us through the Lorien Woods.
So, was that Olsen till then?
Austin
The mountain
Adil.
pass?
Yes.
Austin
Then we go
Adil.
past Rimrodel and Lorien. Ooh. Apparently the trick to rolling your R's is having a glass of milk beforehand.
That's a weird
I've
trick.
never been that good at rolling my R's.
Forgive me for
Do you not
interjecting.
typically roll your R's?
Great and do it.
I find it very hard to do, but I can do it.
Forgive me for interjecting, but I can actually roll my R's pretty well if you want me to.
Great Ragnarok.
Lorien.
Dorian.
Okay.
Great Anduin River.
Sorry. I just
The
figured.
Andrin, the Great River.
So we go
And
through
we
the.
shall cut
So you
across
go
the
through the
plains.
pass.
But
We'll cut
we
across the plains. and
we
arrive
shan't follow
at-
the river for long. Yes.
Yes.
Perhaps we can find
But it will
allies
make
in
for
the
quick
elves of Lorien.
Surprising coming from a dwarf.
Yeah.
I have heard there is a great lady there that I wish to lay eyes upon. Perhaps I could
You
get
see
a
the
lock of her
eyebrows
hair.
on Gandalf's face like rise a little bit. It's like, oh. He's like slightly smirking a little bit.
Yes, I understand. It's very out of character for myself, a dwarf, to want to seek out the elves, but what can I say? I am interested.
It's just what happens when you
Do you
go
have
to
a
war
cousin
sometimes.
who goes by a very interesting name who's like quite tall for a dwarf?
Is he the son of Gloin? His name starts with
Perhaps.
let's see, it's is it Gimli? Gimli.
You wouldn't by chance be related.
Oh, I'm a
No.
second cousin, 4 times removed.
Okay. Interesting.
He don't know many things in the world, but if you ever ask him about his own heritage, he'll recite it for you word for word.
He's absolutely right. My intelligence and wisdom are terrible. Let's see. My intelligence is a 7, so I have a -2 modifier. And my wisdom is a flat 10. And honestly, you
7
should
with
have
a
had me
point
roll a
by
charisma
system?
check for some of this because my charisma is at 11.
I was about to ask, it's like, how did you get a 7 with a point by system when the minimum is 8?
I did rolling. I rolled.
Okay. I said point by.
I had made my character already. Unfortunately.
Okay.
I was given misinformation.
Hey, I like having a character that's bad at some stuff.
Do I need to readjust my character's stats?
Don't. This is a short session. We're just gonna roll with it. Okay, so you're gonna go through Lorien, and maybe for the sake of your ranger friend, here you go. Wow, that Gandalf has a Scottish accent now. As you go north, maybe stay in the Great Plains until you finally reach that indent in the Mirkwoods. That's where Radagast should be.
I like how that kind of implies that Radagast used his wizard powers to make the trees like grow in that little indent, just so that he could have like his own little patch to sleep.
But now I ask, now that you know your path, are you gonna prepare? You know what?
Actually-
Let me help you out with that. And Gandalf pulls out a big bag, plops it down on the coffee table. You hear ching 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 ching.
I immediately reach
let's-
for it before the other guys.
And you open up to see gold coins. 500 gold coins right there.
Oh, wow.
In this city of Bree, you're not gonna find any items that are of great majesty, but you will find your necessities.
Torches,
If you think-
food, horses, the like. Yes.
Horses, saddles,
A cart. maybe.
armor, weapons, and carts.
We are not
Food,
traveling with a cart.
How many days do you plan on traveling? These are things you must be concerned about. Your ranger friend can help you along the way.
Yeah, I want to roll. If I wanted to roll to like get an estimation of how many days it would take, would that be what, nature? Survival?
No, it'd be survival.
23!
Nice. I'm gonna roll a 1d20. A 1d12, actually.
You might want to roll like multiple. Well, okay. I guess if you're gonna.
Well, if I'm gonna do multiples, then I'll do two 1d6s.
Yeah.
3 months.
Oh, 3 months. Oh, months. Okay.
3 months worth of traveling.
That's a pretty reasonable amount of time for that.
Yeah, you're literally going across the entire nation.
That would take a while.
It should take about 3 months.
On
It will
foot.
be unlikely. It is
Or on
unlikely
horseback.
that we'll be able to carry that amount of food and water. So we
Don't
will have to
forget
restock.
that you are stopping in the town of Riggers and Braggers.
Where?
Let me pull up. It was a place with a bridge.
Oh yeah. Tharbad?
Thorbat. Yep.
Tharbad.
And
Well,
also,
yeah, but-
after Tharbad and Lorien.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 months. Can you zoom out a little? Okay. So. Actually, let me take this. What is it?
There's your notes for now.
We know where we have our heading. Here we go. Disney.
Mr. Gibbs, do we have a heading? Do we want to do this? So was that estimate for on foot or was that horseback?
That was on foot.
Okay. We should get ourselves some ponies. Are we rolling with like normal D&D costs of items?
Yeah. If you open up D&D Beyond, use all of those costs. If there isn't a cost next to it, it's not available.
Sounds good.
So basically, that gets rid of all magical items.
Right. Let's see.
But everything that you may need is available. Oh, and while you're at it, so something I may strongly recommend. You don't know what you're gonna come against, and there might be need for some medicine. Maybe get some gauze, ailments, or not ailments, ointments and such. Get a healer's kit along the way, maybe a couple. And I would say that there are anti-poison. I will add anti-poison. Not healing potions, but anti-poisons I will add, and we'll make that a cost of 50 gold.
Okay. 50. I'm writing some of these things down so that we'll have a list of prices. We want a medical kit, is that right? What is that
That'd
called?
be highly recommended.
Healer's kit.
Healer's kit. But yeah, 500 gold, you can divvy out how you like. It's a little bit late. I say we enjoy our night together. because early in the morning I will be leaving here to head over to the Shire.
Mr. Gandalf, I have always heard that you are very proficient in the game of smoke rings. I wish to challenge you.
Where?
Why not here?
Okay. Yes, let's do the challenge. You first.
Okay, I take out what looks to be an abnormally long pipe. It's like almost 2 feet long. Comes out to here, and I stuff in the end of it just a little bit of long bottom leaf that I like take out of the pouch of my cheek, and it's like already like I don't know why it's damp and it's gross and everything, and like for some reason that's my technique. Stuff it in there, light a match off of my arm, which is like sandpaper.
Good performance check.
Okay, you got it. I was getting really into it. Straight 12. No modifiers on that one.
Good. You do exactly what you want to do.
Light the pipe. Blow out. It's a very meager smoke ring. In fact, like after a couple seconds, it like kind of breaks apart and starts to dissolve a little bit. I'm like, oh, I've done better.
You see 2 rings go out, and then the next puff of smoke turns into a sailor ship and goes through the 2 rings.
Oh, I knew you were a good challenge. That's exactly what I wanted to see.
Oh, and don't worry, I know that was exactly what you're going to do. You just need some goods. Here you go.
Some good pipe weed. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Straight from the south. In fact, I recommend if you go through Thorbad to get your collection of good leaf down there.
Oh.
Since the leaf that Bree receives is shipped from the south.
You're not joking with me, are you?
Would I?
No, of course not. Of course not. Oh, this is exciting. Shall we go again? And then I do the same thing, and don't even make a ring this time. It just comes out as a puff of smoke. Oh man, I've lost me mojo.
Does a puff out, and it just fizzles out just ever so quickly. But not as fast as yours. It's like, I don't think I got the smoke in me either.
All right, guys, I'm gonna look up some prices and write them down. I'll let you know what they are.
You know what? Just for giggles, all 3 of you do Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh. I'm good at those.
I know you are. You're a dwarf.
Is it against poison?
Yes.
Okay. I have advantage on that. 18!
Okay.
Am I multiplying my number because of advantage?
You get to do it twice and take the higher.
Oh. I never remember that. 21.
Well.
Unnatural.
Nice. He's got a good con. Better than mine.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad. I knew it was points based because my rolls were all very high.
Well, mine were pretty average. The only one that was bad was a 9, and then I voluntarily dropped it down by 2 to make it a 7 for my intelligence because I wanted to be dumb. So that was actually, Chris, to be honest, I got a very, very reasonable set of numbers, and then I intentionally made it worse.
This is hilarious. I'm sorry.
Eli is staring at his numbers.
Very
Deep
intently.
thought.
And we can't even hear him. The ranger, he's speaking in silence.
The ranger lost his voice.
He failed his constitution. No, he lost him to the Great Lake.
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
Okay,
Here
we
you
hear
go.
you now.
Okay, I got an 11. But I guess you didn't
Okay.
do that.
Hey, Butterbeer. Can we get some stronger stuff, please? My guests here, they don't seem to be affected by the ale, well, except for the human, but they don't seem to be affected by the ale. What should we go on? Strongest bourbon. We're gonna have a good night before a good party, and not a good party, before a good adventure. Need a proper send off. Especially for the dwarves here.
My pipe is slightly cracked.
You know,
There we go.
Felden in his current state, he's usually like he was all in on the preparation stuff, and he was just like, you know, kind of absent-mindedly drinking. He was just kind of like absent-mindedly taking a sip in between like planning and thinking about things and listening to everyone else. But like he agrees with Gandalf. You are truly a wise wizard, sir. Another round.
Thank you. Just another round.
Hey, he
Having a hard time holding
his
down that bourbon there? I thought you dwarf was made of some thicker stuff there. Talking to Gary number 2.
Which one is scary number 2?
I think that's used.
The other
See,
one.
I'm Gary Jefferson with a J. He's Gary Jefferson with a J.
With a G? You mean with a G?
No, he's no. I'm Gary Jefferson with a J, and he is Gary Jefferson with a J.
That's not helpful, Dan.
It's Gary with a G, Jefferson with a J, and then there's Gary with a J and Jefferson with a G.
Yeah, yours is actually Jefferson with a G, right?
Yes.
We should have done it Geoff for Jeff. That would have made more sense. Anyway, so he's Jefferson with a G.
Can't feel sorry for this human ranger. It's like, you dwarves, really?
Well, I could be GJ and he can be GG.
I haven't.
Mine's
drank
good.
enough for
I'm
this.
good joke and he's good job. Or no, I'm good job and he's good joke. No, good game. There we go.
Go ahead and drink that bourbon.
Let's go.
It's
You're
getting to me head.
Okay, so while we're at it, let's just have some good old fun. By catching up. It's been so many months since I've seen you guys. What's been happening?
Where do I even start?
I tried me hand at making the... Gary, what do you call that shiny stuff that you wear around your neck?
I'm not quite sure myself. I think I might be weighed down a little bit
It's
by the air.
That's the elves are a fan of it. I can't remember. It's made of like silver and gold, and it has
Right.
gemstones
You
in
can
it.
see his neck if it's that short.
I think that starts with a J or a G or something.
Gemstone.
Jewelry, that's the word. Sorry.
Jewelry.
I was feigning not knowing it. I'm surprised you guys didn't pick up on it.
I lost myself to the riddles.
Yeah, I tried me hand at making jewelry, but turns out my fingers are too big. I can't function with it. Oh, I gave that up and became an adventurer.
He took me
Might
with
as well, since you were going to adventure anyways. What have you seen, Stan?
Oh, I've been in a few wars.
Have you seen the...
I met Gary here. We're best friends. It's always been good.
Okay, so, Gary number 2. I don't remember inviting you.
That's cause you didn't. To be honest, I'm not sure that I'm not sure that Gary here would be able to live a day in his life without me. Seems to know it himself.
Don't worry, this is good preparation. I'm reminded that there are a couple of hobbits. I'm gonna go see the hobbits soon. There's a couple of hobbits who like to do their own thing. Remind me of them.
Breakfast. Always a
No, I'm
good morning.
talking about Pippin.
Well, yeah, but there were some rangers who probably stayed at the Shire, right? Because they watch over that kind of whole area along with Gandalf. So Felden's probably been there at least once. And a Hobbit breakfast is truly a sight to behold and taste.
Yes.
Even the second one. The third.
The dwarf here knows a thing or two about hobbit breakfast, it seems. Like, there isn't just simply one. One doesn't merely go into the Shire and eat one breakfast.
My eyes are lagging behind just as well as my ears, it would seem.
But speaking of which, what about you, my fellow friends? How has the Dunnetons been doing these days? In the Shire, since I'm about to go over there, any news that I should be aware of?
No. Everyone just seems very, very excited that you're gonna be there. I recall, everyone loves your fireworks. Of course, I've been told. I've never seen them myself, except when I was very young. But
Sadly, I can't show them to you. It's a little bit.
Head,
Yeah, and it's raining outside. I can't do anything about that. Speaking of which, it's getting a little bit late, my friends. I think it's about time that we go to bed. Oh, while I'm at it, he pulls out a what's it called? Anti-poison? What's it called?
Anti-venom?
No. No. Yeah, antitoxin. He pulls out antitoxin. Hands over to the person who is obviously a little bit tipsy. You may want to drink this before you go to bed. That way you can have a good morning tomorrow.
Right.
Okay.
You fellows have a good night. It was good for the stories. I appreciated it.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Anytime.
Thank you, Gandalf. It's good to meet you again.
With that, you guys go to bed. You woke up. Find out that your lodging was already paid for.
Oh, wow.
It's almost as if someone intentionally wanted you there.
Some mysterious benefactor paid for us?
Yep.
So right now, I'm acquiring a list of things that would be good for us to get. So I'm going to keep going through
Now it's
that.
gold. Yep.
Yep.
Who knew that Gary was quite a flipper?
Remember, next week is travel day, so if we end the session before you guys even buy things, then just buy them anyways.
Okay. Going
This
through
might
the
be a
entire
shorter
list.
session anyways.
Okay. That is
But
very
today
useful.
is prep before the travel.
And I'm writing down stuff that would be
back,
useful
I
for
know.
all of us, so we could kind of divvy up between us what to get. Because I'm not going to be able to carry it all.
Right.
Yeah, we might. We probably also don't want to spend absolutely everything, right?
Well,
Say keep some coin in,
no, I might disagree with that.
right? Because we wanna
Because
keep
highway
some of the
robbers
coin
will
in-
steal our coin.
Well, yeah, but we also don't want to get to Tharbad or Lorien or whatever, and then not have any money to restock on supplies.
How about we spend 300 now and keep 200 in reserve? 100 for Starbad and...
So, depends on if we get riding horses, because a riding horse is 75, and a cart is 15. So for 100, we could get a horse and a cart and carry everything we need, and then we just defend it. Then when we get to Tharbad, we
It'll be hard to travel stealthily with the cart.
You want to travel stealthily along a main road? That's gonna be hard.
When it comes to stealthy travel,
It's more ranger thing.
yeah, I was thinking.
I suppose that is personal
At level
bias.
3, are you capable of making it so that you can do stealthy travel and that not impacting the amount of time it would take? Can't remember if that's Pathfinder or
I only know
D&D.
the Tomb of Annihilation way of handling it, and I don't know if that's just for that adventure or not.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll do some of my research
You can
this week
move
and do such
stealthily.
things.
You can move stealthily at a normal pace while alone.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's more so like I'm a ranger, right? Rangers don't usually. Well, I'm not used to traveling with a cart, so maybe the two of you get a cart and a horse, and then I will get my own horse. But I already have my own horse. How did we get? What? Never mind. No, we just walked here probably. Never mind. So the two of you get a
This is
horse.
the reason
and a
why I
cart.
gave you
I'll
500
get my own
gold.
horse, and I will act.
Wonder how much is a horse?
75 gold piece for a riding horse. Workhorse is different. Draft
Okay.
horse, I mean. It's
Okay,
different.
there you go. It's now the next morning. And again, you found out that everything's been paid for. It's a nice day. There's a slight mist in the air. You have all this gold on you. And this, upon closer look, since you guys are, except for the human ranger, new to the city, it's actually quite big. It's almost as if it's a crossroad between various different settlements. There is armorers, there is animal handlers, there is blacksmiths, there's everything you can possibly think of. Trade. Food.
Ponies are 30 instead of 75. And there are two of us who are short enough that we could ride ponies.
Well, yeah, but like, I'm okay. I'm confused. Are we getting? So what are we thinking then?
Well, I'm just writing this stuff down real quick. I'm almost done with the list. And then I'll present it to you and we can just talk amongst ourselves. How's that sound?
All right.
Just making sure I'm covering our bases when it comes to survival and travel along the road. There's some stuff I'm skipping over because it's completely unrelated, like signal whistle. We don't need that. Sled dog, we don't need that.
So, a quick question about Felton. Quick question about Felton. Is Fog his bane, or is he the bane of Fog?
No, he has a technique that he's kind of picked up and developed where he's got like he has these little clay pots that are filled with poorly burning materials. He throws those down, and it creates smoke, but fog. Okay, I'm basically using that as an explanation for why I can cast fog cloud.
Yeah.
As a
So,
ranger spell.
I was being mischievous because of your guy's name as Fogbane, and the word Bane means that you're against it, or you are forced against it. So either you're the Bane of Fog, or Fog is your Bane, but you're the source of Fog. It's almost as if someone thought this is humorous. I'm just gonna do an off-color opposite name tagging it to kind of like Full Metal Alchemist. Doing it's like, okay, I see you like fog. I'm gonna hereby call you Fogbane. It's like, no, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Eldon
taking a
probably
picture.
didn't get to pick that.
Uploading a picture for your benefit.
I'm just here to learn.
I'm gonna leave the screen as is since it goes from Bree all the way to Radagast's home, and you can see your entire path that you plan on taking.
All right.
Get that.
Yeah, if you look at that, it's got most of the stuff that's going to be of use to us. So if you want, just start shouting out what you like, and I'll start writing it down and tallying up how much gold it would take, and then if you don't like it, we can adjust it. And then I can track our costs for us.
How much is okay? So how much food and supplies do we want to buy right off the bat? Do we want to buy the full 3 months?
For some reason, I don't have
Okay,
rations. Let me look up rations.
Are we getting a cart and a horse and buying all of our stuff right now and taking absolutely everything, or do we plan on like stopping and restocking along the way?
I think we should count on, what do you call it? Foraging and hunting on the way for most of our rations. Because rations that you buy are jerky, dried fruit, hardtack, and nuts. And those are good, but they keep. And so if you're in a portion where there's bad hunting, you can eat your rations. But if there's good hunting and you were successful, you don't have to eat your rations. And you can keep them on the cart. And so what I think...
Alright, so how many rations are we getting?
My suggestion...
Do we get like just a month's worth of rations?
So...
One ration supplies you with sustenance for a whole day.
Right. And they cost 5 silver pieces, so you could get 10 for 50 gold. But see, it already gets expensive. Like 10 days, 50 gold? That's a lot of money for food. So my suggestion would be, let's shell out for a riding horse that can pull a cart. That would come to 90 gold pieces. Get a single pony, that's 30, so now we're at 120 gold pieces. And that covers our riding and carrying. So the pony would be for us dwarves, and then somebody rides the horse that's pulling the cart. The cart holds all our gear. And then our other fellow who hasn't joined the game yet can ride on the back of the cart and watch our 6 as we go down the path.
Wait, did I hear correctly that there's going to be like 2 dwarves on 1 pony?
Could be that way, but I think Eli's character has a horse, right?
I can just imagine the one dwarf that's like... I just imagine the one dwarf behind Felton just like grabbing around him, or even worse, sitting in front of him on his lap is like, I feel like a child.
So Felden doesn't have a horse, is that right?
I don't think so.
We're going to start with the assumption that he doesn't.
Okay, for some reason I thought he had said he had one. So never mind then. So if we
also keep in mind the stuff you already have on you.
Yes. So how about this? Just spitballing here. One riding horse that could hold one rider, pull a cart. On the cart is our gear. Somebody can sit on the rear of the cart, watch our back. So there's 2 people being pulled. Then a pony that could hold 2 dwarves, because dwarves are light and they can ride 2 per pony. At least I've seen that in Lord of the Rings. Huh?
Okay, so my thinking is, right, I'm the ranger, right? So I would be scouting ahead. So I would need to be mobile and independent, and then the 2 of you would stay on the cart until we get our 4th guy.
We could do that. The reason
because you guys...
Yeah. Wouldn't a pony be good for long-range reconnaissance, though?
Maybe, I don't know. Are ponies good for that? Or are they just lesser horses?
Well, they're just smaller horses.
I thought they were just like cheaper, less useful horses.
So they're like halfling and dwarf-sized horses.
The difference between a pony and a horse is a pony is smaller than a horse, but a pony has more stamina than a horse. They're a little bit sturdier. A horse is mightier. A horse is faster. A horse you would use in battle, but a pony, on the other hand, they are capable of just going and going and going and going. So when it comes to short bursts, you want a horse. What?
That sounds good for reconnaissance. Okay, good call, Dave.
Okay. Does that sound agreeable to you guys? I don't want to like sway your opinion. That come out to 120 gold pieces if I did the math correctly for riding horse, pony, and cart.
Right. And then you wanted to keep the rations to be primarily foraging and the such. Let's see here.
So we're down to 380
I think
gold
we
pieces.
also like 10 days of rations. We pick like the Explorer pack or whatever.
Why don't
Yeah, I think Explorer packs have some rations on them, and so I should check my inventory.
10 rations. 10 rations.
Yeah.
Each and every one you should already have 10 rations, unless you are similar to the character I made, which had 0 rations.
Yep, I got 10.
Dan knows what I'm talking about.
Yep. Yep.
inventory? I got 10.
Does
Anyway,
Felden have rations on him?
I'm pretty sure I do. Don't know why I wouldn't. I took the Explorer's pack.
Okay, good.
throw a grappling hook and some fishing tackle on there. Grappling hook simply
Grappling hook and
because
fishing
terrain. Fishing tackle because we're following a river for a lot of it.
I
That's a
would
good
agree.
idea.
I would agree. Now there are traps. I skipped over them in the equipment. You know, we could get a trap and trap animals, but that costs time rather than money.
Felden already has a trap, and he has. I technically also. Wait, do I have that spell? Hold on. Where is this? Oh no, never mind. I guess I didn't take that. Why didn't I take that? Never mind.
Would you not take?
I found some sort of spell that was like snare or something.
Yeah,
That,
yeah,
like-
you took that.
I'm gonna
You
toss in.
took fog and snare.
Oh no, it was because but that option isn't available on
D&D.
on Beyond. Yeah, I think it's
Interesting.
DLC.
I'm gonna toss
pay for
in
it.
4 lamps instead of torches, so we each have a lamp and then oil flasks to fill it. Now we already should have torches, so if the lamps get destroyed, we'll still have light. But lamps will work in the rain. So for oil flask, it's 1 flask is 1 silver. So if I get us 20, that'd be 2 gold pieces, and we can put it on the cart. So we have 20 hours
You know,
of
I
light.
am gonna
Or
gonna
5 hours
replace.
of light if you light them all at once.
Oh, I've DM'd where a guy did that.
How stupid can you get, man?
There's a clip on that. It's a cartoon of some guy who's practically a hippie the whole way through. It's just like, whoa, each 5 of these, and they each last an hour, so we have
Hey,
5
can
hours.
someone-
I am
Can
taking
someone-
the snare spell. I just added it as like a little. I just added it to the extras section, so I do have the snare spell.
Okay, good. Can someone, not all 3 of you, but only one of you, do a nature check for me? Who would like to do the nature check?
I think we know.
Me.
Not
Do
Gary.
the nature check, please.
Not Gary.
Not Gary.
22.
Okay.
Good. Between Bree and Thandar, you have noticed something very peculiar. There's no rivers or creeks.
Ugh.
No flowing water. That's gonna be a big deal. No flowing water until you finally get to Thandor.
Well, yeah,
You
that's
You know
the
what
thing.
that means?
You got water is the thing that you're going to need because death without water.
Yep.
Yay!
Would you say that again? I was writing something down.
There's no flowing water between Bree and Thandor.
Okay. Good to know.
I mean, there's probably a. There's
So we should
probably
not get a
springs
canoe.
along the way.
You may find a pond here and there, but there's
Okay.
no reliable flowing water source.
For any case where we run across land that is not pasturable for our animals, we need to buy feed. It's 10 pounds. You can buy it for 2 copper pieces. It's dirt cheap. So if we got just like some here and then refilled that in Tharbad when we get there, that will allow our ponies to eat when we stop and make a meal at midday, or if we're in a place where they can't eat for some reason. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So like 2 silver worth of feed.
Good.
So that'd be 10 meals of feed for the animals, which for 2 animals would just be 5 meals. Okay, 3, 7.
I'm just sitting back and learning. That's what's happening here.
Throw in a crowbar. That's all. Wait, does anyone have a Dungeoneer's pack?
No. You urged me against the engineer's pack.
Okay, we can get one in addition to what we have. We should get it because it will cover any sort of weird situation we get into where we gotta fashion something that, like for instance, it has pythons, torches, tinderbox, 10 days of ration, water skin, and 50 hempen rope, backpack, crowbar, and hammer. So all of those things, like if you had, let's say we were in like an area with a lot of bears and you needed to lift your so actually my character wouldn't be smart enough for this, so Chris might have to nix this, but basically if you needed to keep the food away from the bear, you use block and tackle or just the rope over a tree branch and hide your food up in a tree.
I would know this as a ranger.
Okay. So if we get a Dungeoneer's pack, that removes my need to buy pythons and a tinderbox and a water
I'm not
skin.
gonna have you roll that. That's intrinsic knowledge then.
Okay.
Inherent. We'll go with that. Not intrinsic, inherent
Sounds
knowledge.
good. Okay, we got Dungeoneer's pack. And this is exactly why I was suggesting the cart, because this will save us from having to carry it all on our backs. Now the problem is we have to defend the cart.
Jesus.
Oh,
Trolls.
nice tower.
Nice.
That's
Oh man, what every bored D&D player does. Except he's probably not bored, he's just fidgeting. Okay, here's our financial and asset situation right now, courtesy of the accountant in this party. So on the right column,
The dwarfish accountant who has derp intelligence, who for some apparent reason is capable of doing intense math.
so we're at 360 gold, 80, excuse me, not 80 silver, I meant to say 8 silver. We have riding horse, pony, cart, grappling hook, fishing tackle, 4 lamps, 20 oil flasks, 10 feet, and a Dungeoneer's pack. We now, as part of the Dungeoneer's pack, we also have a tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 more rations, 10
So you
pythons.
know what I was referring to? A barrel of 40 gallons of water is 2 gold pieces.
Oh, yes. 2 gold pieces for 40 gallons of water?
Well, it's called a barrel, and it has 40 gallons in it.
40. Water. 2 gold pieces. Okay, that's necessary. Okay, we got
Because if
that.
you look up water, it's not there, but if you look up barrel, it does show up.
Okay. Just put that in parentheses. And we can refill that at any clean stream. That would be awesome. Okay, we got that. Now, does everyone have traveler's clothes? I have common clothes, which is good enough, I think.
I have clothes.
I have common clothes.
One of the dwarfs, and it has to be a dwarf. Do a nature check for me.
Not Gary.
Gary. It's up to me. Just have to
Gary's
check
got
my
it where
shirts.
where Gary doesn't have it.
Great. 3.
I might have done better than that.
Yeah, the mountain passes are incredibly pleasant. No need for concern.
Seems about right to me.
I'm gonna pick up a bag of caltrops. Why not? Those are helpful. That's just 1 gold piece. No,
I
damn,
had to
that's too expensive.
deconstruct my tower for that roll.
Can
Okay,
we get 2 bags of those?
2 bags. You got it. We need a bit and bridle for the
No,
horse.
I am correctly thinking what caltrops are, right?
Yeah, there's spiky
They're
balls.
little road spikes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the toys
Yeah.
that your children want to play with Jax. That
Jax.
If you ever want to walk around your house, yeah.
They're the primordial form of Legos.
Yes, primarily for Legos. That's a good way of phrasing it.
Tossing in a block and tackle in case we ever have to lift something that's heavier than us, or pull a log out of the way with our horse and pony. We can hook up the hempen rope to a block and tackle and pull.
Or
That
we
sort of
just
stuff
like
happens.
hook it up to a dwarf.
Who has rope? I have some in the Dungeoneers pack, but if we I have some more on my character.
Same.
Same?
50 feet of rope.
Okay, good. All right, that's sitting pretty there. And everyone has a backpack? I have one.
Backpack. Let me see.
Okay.
I'm looking to check a lot.
I assume encumbrance isn't an issue within reason.
Well, we have the
I
cart
don't
to help
think
with
I
that.
have a bag.
Encumbrance is not an issue
No, I
if you
don't.
have sufficient strength,
Yeah.
which means it will be an issue. I plan on making this a true survival campaign.
Oh, that's my favorite kind. Yes! Oh, dude, I'm
I
excited.
chose.
Don't worry, you have a horse and buggy.
I'm a ranger.
Oh, and you
Yeah, I think
gave
the
us
ranger is the most.
anti-poison or anti-venom? Do we need to buy any?
No,
Antitoxin is available to be bought. The one that was given
Right.
was already used.
Okay, so
Yeah, you just get-
anti-toxin... 50 gold pieces. We should buy enough for all of
Now,
us,
I've got
right?
a question for you. So there's this thing called the herbalism kit that enables us to it has like all the tools and stuff to be able to manufacture both antitoxin and healing potions. Now I know healing potions don't exist because obviously, but is that still a thing that could be purchased instead of just
Yes, it is a purchasable thing. If it has a dollar amount, you can find it in Bree.
Interesting.
I would like to buy a soul.
But you must be proficient in it to be able to use it.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I'm not proficient in it. Okay.
In
Thank you for
other
the
words, it's
reminder on
completely
that.
useless.
Yeah.
Did you say the
are
horse is
there-
completely useless?
No, I said otherwise,
Oh,
it's completely useless.
I was like, oh man, I guess I shouldn't buy a horse
with
then.
regards to the herbalism kit.
Like, now you guys have
It's
spent
actually
120
accidentally
gold.
poison someone with the herbalism kit. You're not proficient with it.
Yeah.
That's very fair. Okay, so antitoxin is 50 gold pieces a piece. How much does that treat?
One person.
Right. So, do we want to get any? And how much do we want to get?
We should get. How much do we have left?
346 and 8 silver.
Oh wow.
So we could get 3, no problem. We'd be down 150 gold, but it might save us. We could get 4 for our 4th companion, and then we'd be down 200 gold. It would leave us with 146 and 8 silver.
That seems reasonable.
Now,
Don't
each
forget
time
about the gold you need in the future.
Right. This is the kind of thing we could probably pick up in another place too. So we could be stingy and get 2 of them and be down 100 gold.
Yeah.
And just be really
No,
careful
that's
to
fine.
not do stupid stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do remember listening to the conversation and hearing that there was gold in the mountain pass somewhere. That
Hmm.
was,
The
that
ghosts
was
from
all-
beyond.
That's probably not canon. We were just kidding.
Okay,
But
I
there
was
is gold
guessing.
and then there are mountains.
I was just guessing because like, didn't know.
Could we buy a
How-
pickaxe? We have a pickaxe?
I did
Ooh,
not see it on
engineers,
the
didn't it?
list.
And just
Did I
for you
mention-
guys, so you guys know, the rations that you have is that special bread.
Lumbus bread.
Ooh,
Yes.
I love special bread.
That's what your rations are. Now, obviously, you can eat other things that you want to eat, but these special rations are the special bread.
Lumbus bread. And look, Mr. Frodo.
Lumbus bread, thank you.
More lumbus bread.
Sorry, I
One
was-
bite and
That's
you will feel
that's
full.
how. Yeah.
You'll feel
Sorry, I didn't mean to
full,
talk over you
actually.
there.
Oh, it's all right.
So if I bought 2 antitoxin, we'd be down to 246 gold. Which is quite a reasonable amount to have. I mean, that's like almost half of what we started with, which we could hold on to for the rest of the adventure. And
Yeah.
and if I were to make a recommendation, which I would have to run by another character who's actually got a higher intelligence, splitting it between the 4 of us, which is currently 3 of us, means that the chance of losing all of it is a lot lower.
No, I'm going to throw a wrench in your guys' entire thing. I need someone to do a normal intelligence check.
Not Gary.
What is normal intelligence checking?
Just a
Like,
flat
just
intelligence.
rolling.
What intelligence?
Oh,
What?
Well, what's yours, other gear?
0.
Mine's -2.
Okay, well, I have one.
Would it be, before you do the roll, what type of check would you think is more associated with money? Because if we were playing Pathfinder, I would say do a society check. That's why I said straight intelligence.
I'd almost call it wisdom, but it's like it's like intelligence is like how to get money. Wisdom's how to keep it.
This is where
Because
D&D
I will
fails
give
us.
you the ability to use a actual skill if you think you can explain how you can use the skill to help you understand money and using it. handling it.
Bartering would probably be charisma. Bartering would probably be like charisma, because like most like of the wheeling and dealing, right? Would
But
probably
I'm talking about
be charisma
planning.
based.
I'm talking about the planning phase.
The plan.
Because you just went through a whole bunch of numbers. Let's see if you can
Or
actually
wisdom.
maintain that knowledge. What'd you say?
No. It would probably be wisdom then.
Right. I would.
Explain.
Because we're trying to remember.
I
Well,
would.
like planning is usually associated with wisdom, right? Like, isn't Proverbs? No, it's not in Proverbs, but who first lays the foundations of a tower without first counting its cost? I mean, that's wisdom.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Do a straight wisdom check then for me.
I would. I mean, I could do wisdom.
19.
Okay, that entire plan went through. No problems with the plan.
No, thank you for rolling high.
It's like, oh, this plan, don't do it that one.
Biting my nails. It's gonna work.
That one. Okay, we'll just leave.
Alright, let me post what I've got so far, and you tell me if there's any objections or questions.
Ow.
It says only 2 antitoxins. Oh yeah, you said you're gonna pick up some later on.
Yeah.
Okay. Time for you to actually talk to people to buy. Okay, so who do you want to go to first?
Oh, so we haven't actually bought any of
The stable.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this was the planning phase.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. Sure.
We should go to the stable first.
I agree.
So as you walk to
don't
the
know what's
stable, you can smell the manure and the feed in the air as you approach what seems to be a stall. It's not a big farm, it's an actual stall near the edge of town. And in the stall, you can see the horses. It's open air, and you can see a guy off to the side with a pitchfork that is shoveling hay and shoving the hay into each of the stalls for the horses to eat.
Somebody who's more charismatic than me, please speak up.
I would. He disappeared. I was very curious what was happening. Anyway.
I am not a good spokesman. You don't want to make me the spokesman.
Oi.
Define more charismatic.
Better than a +0.
But better than a +0?
Yeah.
I got 2.
Okay, so that's not me.
Do you have a minus charisma?
Who?
You do?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I'm just +0.
Oh, what about other Gary?
Hey, I got 2. We're looking to purchase one of your horses around here.
Thank you. We haven't had very much business lately. Apparently the other horse sellers have been getting a lot of business. But hey, thank you for coming over here. I got for you right over here 5 fair specimens for you. I got 2 horses and 3, well, technically 2 ponies. That last pony's not really a pony, that's actually a donkey. But I got 1 donkey, 2 horses, and 2 ponies. Go ahead and check them out.
Donkeys would be reasonable too, but they wouldn't be as good for scouting. Be better for pulling.
I randomly hear dice. That's always threatening.
Oh, that was just me bumping
It wasn't me.
my pen.
Okay. Now, your pen is very threatening, Dan. Anyways, do I have to roll in order to inspect said animals?
animal handling.
No, handling. I suppose so.
Can I
Okay.
assist him?
Yeah, go ahead. That would be a help action. So you have advantage.
Sweet.
Okay. So I'm assuming our advantage is split between like whoever has the higher number.
So what you do is you roll
you-
twice and take the higher.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Chris. I'm used to being the DM. I jumped in there.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm lagging.
What'd you get?
Sorry, I was lagging really bad, so all I heard was just craziness. So let me see. We got an 11. No,
11,
12.
okay.
12.
12.
So the horses appear healthy. One is white with black splotches on it. In fact, he can almost be confused as an incredibly majestic-looking cow. And the other horse is of a chestnut color. The two ponies, one is incredibly hairy, and that the fur is like covering its eyes a little bit, but it seems to also be incredibly muscular. The other pony seems to be incredibly puny and skinny, and for some odd reason, smelly. And the final one, the donkey, is fat.
I say you have yourself a nice arrangement of animals here. May I ask how much is that chestnut horse there?
Oh, the chestnut horse? This is a fine chestnut horse, costing 100 gold pieces.
100, you say?
Yes, 100 gold pieces.
Well, I'll tell you something, truthfully fact of this matter. You told me that you are not doing so hot in business lately, right?
No, I didn't. I didn't say any of that.
Well, I must have been a bird, but I think I remember hearing that. Do you remember hearing that, Gary? Was it Gary?
Yes. There's something about your competition is selling more horses. I heard.
So, given what we've seemed to have heard, do you think that there might be any way I might persuade you into lowering that price?
So, I will give you an option. You could either do persuasion check or intimidation check. And here's the rule about intimidation. You're allowed to use strength modifier instead of charisma for intimidation.
Okay.
That would be a Gary
I'm
one
with
thing
that.
if we chose that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does anyone have persuasion?
So I have a persuasion of 2 and an intimidation of 4 on charisma.
That's better than the strength intimidation that I could do. I would do a
Mine's my
+3.
stats.
So
So I'll roll for a little bit of intimidation on that price.
Okay, go for
wow,
intimidation.
bold move. Hopefully it doesn't
Get
backfire.
14 on that.
What you got?
Bold move, Con.
An
Let's see if it
unnatural
pays off.
14.
If you don't say anything, I'll give you the usual price. Maybe a slight discount. 10 gold pieces off.
65 gold? That's awesome. That's meta talk right there,
65
sorry.
gold. No, it's not meta talk. you guys already knew it was supposed to be 75 gold. Yeah, it's 65 gold.
I think that price is much more acceptable. Don't you agree, Gary? And I can't remember your name. Your name is not as easy as Gary is to remember.
Belden.
Felden or
Felden.
something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, you can tell that he is not a dwarf. Because when it comes to holes you dig, he fell down into one.
No, I'm a ranger. I would have seen it down around it. I know the land.
You fell down one.
I just had so much lag there. All I saw was
He fell in the hole.
he fell in the hole. All right, I think all right. That chestnut horse for 65 is not bad. What about that pony there, the one with the hair in front of its face?
40 gold?
No, wait.
That doesn't sound too bad, myself. No arguments there. Let's see.
We break
What's up with
even if
that?
you do it.
We'll just go this
You just like
again.
sweat pour down and you say that, it's like, yes.
If we're doing 40 gold on that, I might have to ask that you lower your price a little bit on a cart in about 10 feet, shall we say?
I don't have a cart.
Been lied to. Anyway,
We'll have to go to this
feed.
competition for that.
I do have feed.
hey, 10 feet. I have no idea what feet goes for. Anyways,
We
The
need a
usual
saddle.
price.
We need a saddle. I totally forgot about a saddle.
Oh,
At least one, if not two.
sandals. You can get that at the leather market.
so let's see. Just to round it all together, because I think I'm giving you a fair bit of business here. The horse we said for about 65. The pony there for about 40. I think that's 105 there for the 10 feed. What would you say the 10 feet should go for, Gary?
2 silver pieces.
2 silver pieces. Altogether, how does that sound like to you, horse handler?
Sounds good. You can take it.
Give the man his gold, Ferdin.
Throw it at him.
Bro,
Gently.
If you, as for the saddle, the leather worker should get you everything you need that is leather related. When it comes to the carts, it's best that you actually go to the woodworker. He does have carts. Not the woodworker, the metal worker, because he puts the cart together. Maybe go to him. He'll have the carts available for you. If you want the carts. And if you can, maybe put a good word for me.
I'll see what we can do.
Okay,
Well, that worked out
where
quite
do you want to go
well.
to next?
We should go get that cart. It's gonna get tiring carrying this feed.
Horse.
I would agree.
Carrying the horse? We're carrying the horse?
Oh my word! That's.
And we'll also need saddles right after that, which 2 saddles, riding saddles, would be 20 gold pieces, so that's something to keep in mind.
Iron is playing the wrong character to carry the horse.
The interesting thing is when you go to the main square, you see the armorer who's hitting the metal, and you can see all of the things, and then you also see the carpenter next to him, and next to them, so you see the metal worker, the carpenter, and the leather worker. They're like literally right there, or all 3 of them. And then off to the side, you see like a guy who's walking around with like a little big block of wood that he's writing on, and you could just assume that he is the clerk for all 3.
Oh. Like, what kind of clerk are we talking about? Like the guy who runs all 3, you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Hey, you there!
Oh, yes.
No. Who do we speak to
What
about
can I do for you?
buying a cart and some saddles?
Oh, you want to buy a cart? Okay, got it. And you want to buy a saddle, I hear.
2 actually.
2 saddle and 1 cart? Okay, then we'll go for the general price. What do you plan on doing with the cart?
We want to carry our traveling gear.
No, okay, so for main reason, you plan on going on the road?
Yeah, yes.
No, okay. So in which case, you could go for the normal cards. We won't get you the Bar Express cards. Lucky on you. We had just finished baking cards. They already are done. And you said you want the saddle?
Yeah, 2 saddles. One for a pony, one for a riding horse.
Two saddles. So you got 2 saddles? Okay. Yep. We got 2 saddles.
Easy.
Anything else?
That's a good
Anything
roleplay.
else? Anything else? I got time.
I think that. What else do you carry?
Nuts, bolts, metal pieces, tools, crowbars.
Dungeoneer's
We
pack?
also anything you may need inside it,
Yeah.
so long as
yeah.
it's made by wood, leather, or metal.
I would have to look it up on D&D Beyond to remind myself. I think most of the things in there are.
I'm looking at your list that you put up. Grappling hook is one of them. Fishing tackle would be one of them. And they had to get other supplies to put together, but I would say fishing tackle may be something that they made. Unless you talk about, is that fishing tackle with the fishing gear inside it?
Yes.
Okay, no, they would have made the box, not the actual stuff inside it. But yeah, the grappling hook they would have made. I would say they will have oil because you need oil in order to make leather.
Oil?
The Dungeoner's pack in of itself. The Dungeoner's pack in of itself, I'll say that they do have pieced together. Cold traps they do have. Let's see, what's a block and tackle?
That would be a rope and pulley, or basically just a pulley.
Okay, yep, they will have that. They will have a pulley, and we already went over it, but the bits, they also have that too.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that covers a lot of things.
I got time.
Does he have the lamps
tell me what you need.
by chance?
Do we have lamps? We can make a lamp, but I'm not going to guarantee there will be actual candles inside there. If you want actual lamps, go to the general store. That's where you're going to get a couple of things, like a fishing tackle or whatnot. They also have Dungeon packs over at the general store, but we can put that together for you. What do you need?
We need the grappling hook, oil flasks.
Grappling hook, got it.
Dungeoneer's pack,
Yep.
2 caltrops, two
Caltrops.
bits and bridles, and 1 block and tackle.
Block and tackle. Okay, you got all of that supplies. It's like okay.
And then,
One of those items, the block and tackle, they apparently don't have on them. It's gonna get them. They're almost done with something to make it together. Give us 2 hours, and we'll be ready with the rest of your supplies. All of that should be good. Rush order on the tackle, so that's gonna be a little bit extra pricey on you. We'll just add 1 more gold for the block and tackle, but other than that, it should be normal price.
so would you be able to load that up on a cart with the 2 saddles in the back, and then we could pay for that?
Since you're already buying the cart, we'll put everything on the cart for you.
Sweet. Okay.
That would be 2 silver gold pieces for labor fees.
What do you guys think? Is that fine?
I don't speak money. Sure.
This is like New York money.
Okay, so that would come to 28 gold if I did the math right at standard prices for all of that, plus the service fee and the increase to the block and tackle. 23 gold. Sorry, 28 gold is what I should have said.
Okay.
All that is good for you.
I think we have plenty of money to.
That sounds good to me. Very reasonable.
Now, while this was happening, something strange. It's like you're out in the town square, and you hear off to the side a lot of binging and bangings as a cart starts to drive in, dragged by a donkey, and the cart has a whole bunch of items on it, and there's a guy with incredibly flamboyant clothes riding the front of the cart. He gets out of the cart as soon as they stop. He pulls open the front, and there's a whole bunch of bits of ants. He grabs a musical instrument off of it, and come everyone, one and all, I have a whole bunch of beautiful items for all of you. Come up here, I sell amazing things, everything you could possibly think of, magical bits and bots and pieces. Come up, I got up here a item that you will all need. You, my good friend over there, my fellow dwarf, I got something you may want. This here is a pretty little diamond that has been incredibly imbued by the elves themselves. The power of not only safe passage through the mines of Moria and any place within the Misty Mountains, but it also gives you the incredible luck of suddenly slaying every single troll that comes your way. Do you want this, my fine friend?
Woo!
Sounds like a
Sounds like a snake oil salesman to me.
Do an insight check.
Okay.
I'm doing. I
No,
will
no, no,
also do an insight check. I will
Oh,
also
okay, you both do an insight check then.
17! I rolled well!
Wait, but the human? Or the Felden roll? Okay, so Felden knows absolutely nothing about diamonds. He's fooled. The dwarf on the other hand is like, that's glass.
I think we should.
So you
pick
want
that up.
this?
It might not. It might not help us kill every troll, but you know.
Can I do a persuasion check on Felden?
Yes.
Against Felden's passive insights.
Okay.
You need.
My fair human friend.
15.
This will clear you. 15. What's your passive?
Is 12.
12.
12. Okay. How is this
Felden,
feel?
no! Felden, no! No, no, it's a trap. It's fake. It's fake.
But it's so shiny.
Oh, don't. Look, when I was practicing to be a jeweler, believe me, my fingers are too big to work on the stuff, but I picked up a couple tips. You see the way it glistens? That's not how a real diamond glistens. That'll be glass. That'll be glass.
Ah, but my fair friend Dwarf, what you don't understand, that this is a different type of diamond. This diamond came out of the mountains of the north, where the diamonds are so fair that they just sparkle like pure glass. They flow like rivers up in the north. They are imbued with the properties of ice themselves. I deeply apologize. It seems like your eyes are not fair enough to see the distinction between Middle Earth diamonds and Northern diamonds.
You liar! You challenge me? I grab my great axe from off my back. You don't call me a liar! You don't speak to Gary that way! And I do an intimidation check. If that's okay.
Intimidation.
14! I think that's okay.
Wait.
It's kind of low. I was trying to be excited about it.
Mine's higher.
Oh no!
Whoa there, buddy. There are children here. Calm down, okay? Calm down.
Yeah.
I won't
calm
tell
down.
this to you.
Calm down.
But I will give you a discount on this different item, okay? This here is anger management balm.
Okay. Okay. You know, look. Is your axe actually that big?
No, this is my hand
Funny if
axe.
your axe.
See,
I have hand
this
axes,
bomb-
too.
It'd be funny if it was actually
This
that
balm is filled with the properties of peppermint. If applied under your nose, it gives a fragrant scent that calms your senses
Mr.
down.
Merchant, how about you? I take my friend here, and we'll just very like turn Gary around, like he just does a full turn, and then we're just goodbye. I wish good business upon you.
Goodbye, friend.
I'm gonna
Goodbye,
cleave
friend.
his head off! I'm gonna cleave his head off! Hey, quick! Hey, let go of me, you human!
No,
Gary, back me up here! That guy needs his head cleaved off!
Hey, you, no, over there. I got business for you. Toodaloo, bye-bye.
Is that the Captain Jack Sparrow walk?
It's like dragging his donkey off to the side. It's like, I don't know why I'm doing to these people. I'm selling things.
Oh, that was fun. I haven't gotten to do that in years. That's how I played my last dwarf character.
Okay.
Except he was a barbarian, not a fighter.
There's still a general store. Your last pit stop. Everything else can be bought at the general store.
Sweet. Okay.
And you walk
me,
into the
yeah.
general store. Still fuming a little bit, but the general store looks like your typical general store. Everything is on the shelves that you can possibly think of. Now, there are guards at the general store to make sure you don't steal anything, but it is a typical modern general store that looks very medieval. It seems a little bit out of place, but hey, it's a new type of business that has popped up in Bree.
Let's see. I'm reconciling to make sure I not missing anything here.
And there is one thing that may be missing. If you have a fishing tackle, you may need a fishing rod.
I
Or
really
an
thought it
axe.
was part
Or
of
an
it, but
axe.
let's add a fishing rod to it.
Was the music half bad for that random encounter?
Oh, that
That
was
was
good. That was
super good.
fantastic.
That was awesome.
Even the change of tone, that was fantastic.
Fishing tackle
No.
includes a wooden rod, silken line, corkwood bobbers, a steel hook.
Okay,
Lead
good.
sinkers, velvet lures, narrow netting.
Okay.
Excellent.
So
Okay.
the fishing tackle is available. There are lamps already there. That is available. The Dungeoneer pack is available. Gallons of water is also available. And the healer's kit is available. And
Okay.
it covers everything else. Everything else that you need is available here.
Oh, let's see here. On 5.
Well,
17.
then, given the last encounter we had, how about this time, once we get our requirements straight, you be the one to go up to the crook?
Oh, me? Or are you saying Felden?
Elvin.
Oh, Felden, okay. So, for those items, this would be the standard price. It would be 120 for everything that's left on the list. It's just abbreviated.
Okay.
All right, Gary. Wait,
Yes.
which one of you? Okay. I point to the character that Dan is playing.
Gary
I'm
Jefferson
going
with a
to
J.
tell you- Okay, so you're J, and the other one is G.
Yes! Yes, we've been over this like 3 times already.
Yes, that's confusing.
Oh,
I'm pretty
what-
sure I would
what-
need
why
to be
did-
Gandalf
what-
to
what-
keep it straight.
Did you help out with Felden? The 2 Garys. What do they look like? And what are clear identifiers of who is who?
I've got Christmas eyes.
Anything else?
Gray brown beard.
What
tan
color is your
skin.
hair?
Gray brown.
Gray brown. What
my-
color is the other Gary's hair?
Dark brown with
Brown,
gray.
What color are your clothes?
I
Gray.
didn't define clothes.
Mine are charcoal.
I am 4 inches shorter, and my eyes are brown.
I'm tall, Gary.
Wh-
Let's say my clothes are brown too.
Okay.
Let's just go with that.
Short Gary, brown clothes, tall Gary with charcoal clothes. There you go. That's your intensifier.
Okay.
Tall Gary versus short Gary.
All right. I'm going to go. How does
Me?
this work?
Oh.
No, thank you.
Oh, I was waving hi.
Bye. Hi, Dan. How are you?
Had a great time. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. This is fun.
This is fine.
This is fine. This is fine. I'm having a great time.
I'm doing great. It's 87
Grab
degrees
all-
in my house, and I'm not sweating.
You grab all your supplies, but one supply you don't grab. And that would be the gallon of water because it's a little bit heavy.
Right.
But you can-
I would need 2 dwarves for that.
Oh, found it. Let me handle that for you.
There's a countertop over on the entrance that you came in.
What?
Is that where we put the money?
When you entered into this general store, there was a countertop area with a clerk on the other side of the countertop
Right.
area.
We're going to take all of this stuff over to the clerk. And, excuse me, my good man. We have come to purchase supplies for a long journey.
Okay. Is that everything?
I'm assuming we grabbed everything.
Did you want to
Okay,
add
let's
anything?
give you-
We could add stuff. We got money left.
Me personally, no.
I'm good with it.
Well, how about this? To help out with your 2 children, I got 2 lollipops. I mean, they're quite ugly children. It's like I'd never seen children with beards before. But here you go, 2 lollipops. That would be 120 gold.
Don't say anything, Gary.
Wow,
I
your
was
children have deep voices.
I'm training to be a bass singer.
You're already there. 120 gold pieces, my kind sir.
That's correct. You want to go with that?
Okay. Yes, I'm going to pay him. I will pay the man 120 gold pieces.
Okay, thank you. And here's a slip of paper. Please present this to the guards.
Ah, thank you.
And as soon as you walk out, there's 2 guards, and they both have spears, and they do like an X in front of you.
Right? I hand them the thing.
They go through.
Awesome. Hooray! Rejoicement.
I was worried he was about to get arrested there.
There's one item that's missing that you have not bought yet.
What is it?
It's the antitoxin. We forgot the antitoxin.
It's the antitoxins.
Right.
Where did you get the antitoxins? You haven't seen anyone selling antitoxins here yet.
Let's go back to the tavern. Maybe the barkeep knows.
I mean, you got people right here.
The 2 of you can go back to the tavern. I'm going to roll.
He's gonna
Perception.
roll.
Can I roll perception?
Yeah, roll perception. Good.
Oof. 10. Yeah, no.
10.
that's
You
Do-
have 10-20 vision.
Yeah. I'll just give you guys a hint. You would think that maybe the guards may know something that you just walked past, or maybe the owner of the general store, or maybe the clerk of the supply shop that was related to the leather and the metal. It's like you would think these people may know what they do about the city.
Okay, I'm gonna turn back to the guards as we're leaving. Excuse me, my good man.
Yes.
Would either of you know where one might acquire an antitoxin potion?
Yes. Mr. Mary. He's over on the east side of the city. He's not hard to miss. He's an elf.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Look for Mr. Mary's herb shop.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day, gentlemen.
You're welcome. And without the traveling, you guys go to the east side, and we'll just say that you did find it.
All right.
We're good at finding
You walk to
things.
You walk to the shop, and you see a countertop in the. As soon as you immediately enter, it's like right in front of you, and there's like a whole bunch of herbs hanging on racks. And he's leaning on the side of the countertop talking to a lady who's also on the other side. They're both elves. And he turns over to you, he's like, "Oh, customers, what can I do for you?"
Excuse me, sir. We are seeking a potion of antitoxin, although it seems you have a varied assortment of wares here. What all do you sell?
I sell a whole bunch of herbs, but I also make a couple of tinctures and oils and such with these said herbs. It's gonna be a little bit pricey. You say antitoxin. That's one of our cheapest items that we have here at 50 gold pieces, but that's the starting price of most of the things we make. And as for the herbs, we sell in bulk. We don't sell in individual because you can just go on and find them. But yeah, antitoxins we do have for 50 gold pieces a piece.
We'll take two.
You'll take two, okay? Yeah, there we go, two. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just so you know, not very many people knows how to make those things. They are made with special herbs found only in certain regions. And maybe your fair elf may be the only person who knows how to make that concoction. Okay? So, that's very special.
You? Yes. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Okay?
I lowered
good
my
day.
chair because I figured I could only see like this high above the counter.
That is so perfectly in character. I love it.
You look like a Dunatin, or at least travel with a ranger.
Yes.
My condolences for you. You have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you.
So it's like eyeing the dwarves.
Yes, my
I just
my traveling companions. Thank you, sir.
Again, my condolences.
Thank you.
I just stare up knowingly. Just
And we will conclude this session with you guys going back to get the carts with everything that's in it. It's been 2 hours since. Everything's prepared. You get your carts. And the next session, we begin with you guys leaving Bree. You're on the roads, and you have left Bree.
So
And
we.
that's the beginning of next week's session.
Yeah.
Well, thanks,
There you go.
Chris. I had a good
You're
time.
welcome.
Yeah.
Intentional. And now I know your guys' path. And you probably have a good idea what the final battle is supposed to be now. Can you guess what the final battle is supposed to be?
fighting a tree.
No.
No,
Clearing Dol
the
Guldur.
ends are near Ilzendor, or Isengard, which is near the base of the Misty Mountains. No, you're in Mirkwood. Have you watched any or read any of the Middle-earth movies, books?
I've seen the 3 Lord
Okay.
of the Rings movies.
Okay, so you would not know what's in the Mirkwood Forest then.
That is correct. I'm open for the surprise.
Dan knows.
The what?
Eli may know.
It's in
What?
Mirkwood.
Well, okay, but and this is like.
Do you want to know?
Do you want to know?
I'm
okay with
confused as to
spoilers.
What it is? I know it's where all of. Hold on, I will DM you. No, wait, is it? I'm confused. Who's the big spider? Is that Ungoliant? Is Ungoliant dead?
Yeah, Ungoliant is a big spider, but Ungoliant is presumably dead.
Okay.
You're talking about Shelob.
Shelob is.
I wasn't talking about Shelob. Shelob is in Mordor.
Yeah. Okay, so you know that.
You're not talking about her. Okay.
But you're on the right track. Spiders, giant spiders.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You're only level 3 to 5. Okay, I'm not gonna like suddenly say you need to fight Shelob.
Yeah.
I
It's
can
like-
do it.
Three level 3 or 3 level 5 spiders is all you really need.
That's true.
That's gonna be a tough battle.
It will
down
be.
it.
All right, I'm gonna end the recording now because I've been recording this.